Hello guys, welcome back to another standard video here with me, Arno Schmidt. We are covering JUND Midrange, a deck that I'm really excited about. Sure, we lost Fable, which is a card that is good in this deck, of course, too, as you know, in any red deck. But JUND has a lot of powerful cards, especially in the 3-mana slots and like all around. Lots of playable cards, lots of options to replace Bankbuster, Invoke Despair, and Fable with. So yeah, well, I think this deck might be in a really good position these days. Decks that got hurt by the Fable ban maybe the most are like Grixis, which was historically a bad matchup. Invoke Despair and Fable were both really good against JUND. Invoke Despair being banned is huge for JUND too. Like that card was so good against you. And Fable being banned means that those Go Bigger, Atraxa, Reanimator strategies won't see much play anymore, I would think. And those are also tough matchups for JUND. And they're kind of gone from, you know, this side of decks on the metagame. And JUND Midrange is a deck that can go toe-to-toe with Mono White because it has tools like Unleash the Inferno, Meagloss to destroy artifacts or enchantments, and of course the powerhouse against Mono White, Nissa Ascended Animist, that just mows down their artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, so it has black removal. That's amazing against the various aggressive decks. Good against, you know, of course, sorry, God, I'm stuck. Esper Legends and all the other aggressive decks. We still have Bloodtithe Harvester, which is just an excellent card even without Fable. And we have Sheoldred, of course, which, you know, this card's pretty good. I don't know if you knew. And yeah, surrounding with, like, we have to replace Bankbuster with a couple. There's options, like there's Benefit Scrap Gorger, stuff like that. But I think this deck is not as mana hungry. Not sure though. Like we have some high-end cards here. But yeah, I'm gonna go with these ones for now. Deeproot Wayfinder is a card that I think will attract the opponent to just use removal instantly on it. Can also sort of ramp us a little bit. Maybe this card is just underwhelming and I will replace it. We'll see. But yeah, we're playing very, very powerful free drop creatures. So it's kind of nice to force them to kill this if they have removal. And then, you know, because you really don't want to let this thing live. Like give the opponent extra lands is pretty bad. And then maybe you can drop a Glissa or Meagloss, and then they don't have a removal for those, and they just both take over the game by themselves. Yeah, great removal. Unleash the Inferno is a pretty strong card, especially in the face of green-white enchantments. And yeah, I'm playing a lot of Planeswalker one-offs here, just trying a couple Planeswalkers to Lilianas. They are just main deck cards that also hate on like this new blue-white control deck, which has a bit of a tough time with Planeswalkers. So 5 Planeswalkers in the main deck can give you some shots there, and 1 Sheoldred also, which can kill like one of their Planeswalkers or what have you. Mana base is not that easy to build. It took me some time to make this. What I realized playing Grixis a lot in the past, and you know the mana base is kind of similar, of course, is that you don't want to have too many slow lands, because what's most important is that you have a play on turn 2. Is how I felt, and I think that's not going to change for JUND. It's going to be the same. A play on turn 2 is important, so you can't, like the worst hands are those where you have like Ziatora's Proving Ground and 2 slow lands, and then you have tap land, untap land. You don't have a play on turn 2. You're starting the game on turn 3. It's just bad. So what I did is I trimmed the amount of slow lands that these type of mid-range decks play down to 6. So we only have like 10 of these lands that accomplish that draw early on, and I have 6 fast lands, 5 pain lands, which is a bit much, but you know we have to have some to cool us back up on that front. Yeah, so I decided to play 5 of these 6 fast lands and only 6 slow lands. I think that's gonna be fine. I also have Boseiju, which is like, you know, maybe the best channel land, one of my favorite ones, and should be really good these days with all the enchantments running around. Sideboard, Duress, of course. Lithomantic Barrage, great against Esper, but also quite nice against the white decks. And it does kill Planeswalkers too, blue Planeswalkers. So if people are starting to play Eternal Wanderer again, very Temporal Pilgrim comes in with 4 loyalty, 0s, goes up to 5 loyalty, perfect target for Lithomantic Barrage. People play the Baneslayer card now. You know, this card's just very good, and I'm happy to have it. More Unleash, Great against mono white, green white, various decks. Tear Asunder. Exiling. Exiling is huge for a black deck. Gets rid of those annoying things that you just really have to exile. Sanctuary Warden, Outdon Sky, whatever it may be. Even the Denic or what have you. And it also is a very flexible card that you can bring in against a control opponent where you take out all your removal. And then you still have Tear Asunder, which, you know, like gets rid of whatever enchantment or like a late game Planeswalker or a late game kill like a Hullbreaker or whatever. Just a flexible, nice card that then, you know, also comes in against mono white, green white. I just think it's good, you know. Glistening Deluge, the sweeper of choice. You could play Brotherhood's End, you could play Malicious Malfunction, I don't know. The deck is mainly black, so affording double black is pretty easy on turn 3. Brotherhood's End is going to be a little bit more difficult, but still very castable in this mana base. But yeah, Glistening Deluge is just the most powerful effect for what you get for the mana. It's a bit narrow. It doesn't come in against mono-red aggro, for example, where my sideboard is kind of empty right now. I don't have much life gain either. But, you know, Miklos, Glissa, we have some really good creatures against mono-red, so, and Sheoldred, of course. So I think we should be okay in that matchup. Then a Sorin, more Planeswalker action. Second Nissa, of course. And then 2 Cruelty of Gix, which are good against the Atraxa decks, also good against mono-white. Just maybe not necessary these days, because, I don't know, I've not seen much ramp. I think the ramp deck is pretty medium against Esper Legends. They kind of, yeah, don't have a good chance against that deck, I think. So if ramp is just not a thing and Reanimator is not a thing, these Cruelty of Gix might just be, could be something different. Notably, I also don't have any graveyard interaction right now besides the one Riveteers Charm, which can exile a graveyard. But then again, I don't think there's any graveyard decks in the format. So why would you need Trespasser or Hearse or something like that? There's not really any dedicated graveyard stuff. Sure, like Denic out of whatever, Esper Legend. But that's not warranting, you know, like actual graveyard. Like if I had graveyard interaction this format, I would play Trespasser, because that at least is like a flexible card that comes in against the aggressive decks, like against soldiers and even yeah, mono red especially. I like a Trespasser, so that I think would be a card that I could see in the Cruelty of Gix slot if the metagame warrants it. But yeah, all in all, on paper, this deck seems good, so I'm pretty excited to play it today. Alright guys, let's go. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this looks like a decent opening hand. All lands untapped, we're on the draw against the Raffine's Tower. Okay, what are we facing? Is it Esper Legends? Esper Legends usually does not, no, I think it might be, yeah. See? The floodgates are open. The blue-white control already popular on the ladder. Comes quickly. I mean, I might not have been the only content creator who played it. And then, of course, people just check the Magic Online challenge lists for themselves. Oh, never mind. It's not that deck. It's mono-white with black or blue, I guess. This is a card that I think could sort of take the slot of Bankbuster. So it does provide card advantage in some ways with Spirit Companion, etc. I think I'm just gonna unfortunately kill this and then Liliana. Trading the Harvester after this thing got like 2 lands is obviously sad, but having Liliana be on an empty board is like the best I can do with that card. Could have also just attacked for free, kill like the Angel of Go for the Throat, I guess. Reasonable. Maybe shouldn't have wasted any time on it. Yeah, okay. Okay, my opponent has 5 cards in hand. I mean, they have so many more cards, which is the annoying part. I don't even want to discard anything in my hand necessarily. Well, I will though. I will discard something. And that will be... I think a Glissa. But now I'm gonna keep the Go for the Throat as a removal for a Paragon, for example. I think my worst cards here are... I think actually I'm going to play Luca. They can make another token, I don't care too much. My worst cards are the creatures here because they usually have, you know, lay down arms and stuff. Okay, they discard a Swamp. So they're playing maybe the Autumn Burchett Shell of mono white with Black Splash, but instead of Bankbuster playing some Guardians, which I think is reasonable. But if you're playing Guardian, you should up your count on ETB creatures. Like if I play Guardian, I probably play 4 Spirited Companion. Because like the first planes is good, but the second planes it gets a bit redundant. Okay. So I can just make another beast, but it's probably gonna die. Just gonna discard another card. The Harvester can go. Reach. Okay, I'll make... I could also make mana, so I need to cast creatures. They discarded a breach. That's pretty good news. The hand must be good then. Okay, I'll just play this, pass, see what they do. Then we're likely gonna unleash one of the 1/1s, kill the wedding. Yeah, the interesting point in this game was really turn 3. I'm not sure if I should have done the Liliana line that I took. Could have also, I don't know, again, like go for the throw with the angel. Just try to develop creatures, don't even bother with their hand. Both there, okay. Makes sense. I mean, does make a lot of sense. Put a both on Lily? What? That doesn't make sense. Put a stop in the main phase there, so they don't get to, you know, draw a card. Got a 1/1. Alright. Block. Yeah, I think this attack makes the most sense. Kill this. Of course, I wanted to wait with the Unleash to find like a better target than a 1/1. This is a bit pathetic, but it's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do. There's another wedding. Alright, that's annoying. We do have our own engine right now. I think I'll just plus you more. Discard Sokenzan. Sunfall is gone, okay. So not a good one gone. Play Sheoldred now. Yeah, do things in order. Like, I could have played Sheoldred first and then plus Liliana. But this way they have less information. If they know I have Sheoldred, they probably wouldn't discard Sunfall. You know? Always want to discard first there. Then... sequencing is important in Magic. Yeah, and with like the usual black mid-range deck, you have a really tough time in this matchup. But JUND, with the addition of green, actually kind of playable against mono white, if not ahead. I mean, you're not going to be a huge favorite because mono white can still grind crazy. But like if you draw Nissa, Ascendant Animist, and, you know, do rest some important piece out of their hand, you can do some work against them, that's for sure. If they had land, they'd probably just slam Wedding. But looks like they don't have land in hand. That's fine. So they get a plains and then they keep the plains in hand maybe, so they can discard it to Liliana. I'm certainly gonna go for the throat this Sarah Paragon. Cut down. Alright. Kill the farmhand, I guess. Attack for 7. Again, sequencing in a way where they don't yet know if I'm gonna make a creature or not. They didn't want to block. Interesting. Could just minus on them. I think that's reasonable because they have a plains in hand anyways, so they can discard that. And I really don't want to be in a situation where they kill like my token and then kill my Luca, but I really want to make a Luca token there, and I don't want to plus the Luca. This is kind of bad against the sweeper though. But they didn't play a sweeper last turn, which, you know, had a really good, like, they were, if they had a sweeper, they would have played it last turn. So they must have top decked it, and you know, the odds are in my favor in that regard. Okay, I could use the blood to cycle the Sheoldred. Let's just attack first. They might have Wandering Emperor. I think I'm gonna not do nothing, honestly. Just gonna pump here and keep the Lily on 1. If they go to 1 here, even if they have a sweeper now, I play a Sheoldred next turn and kill them. So they need like an answer to my board plus some way to gain life, which is gonna be pretty difficult, I think. I guess they can gain 1 life here. Yeah, but just 1. 1 is not enough. Okay, you got it. Breach is a pretty scary card, not gonna lie. Okay, I just give up. Cool. Alright, it's gut game 1. I definitely don't want these cut downs. Go for the first pretty medium too. Liliana's medium, Underdog is not great. The rest certainly good. Sorin is good, Cruelty should be good, Tear Asunder is good, Unleash is good, Lithomantic is good, Nissa is good. Even Deluge is reasonable. Alright, I have 1 too many in the deck right now. Sheoldred, Glissa, those are a little bit like very powerful creatures that have to be dealt with. Same with Deeproot Wayfinder. It's like... yeah, I mean, they all kind of need to be killed, right? Maybe the Wayfinder is the worst of the bunch because it's a bad late game top deck. But having Curve is obviously nice. Glistening Deluge. I mean, they have the Guardian as well. Deluge could really do work. Huh. Yeah. Deluge is pretty bad with my green cards, like Glissa and Wayfinder. So I guess I'll just cut some of those. Maybe I'll play 1 Deeproot, 1 Glissa. Yeah. And I have 2 Cruelties in the deck. I think that's reasonable. Sheoldred is also, I think, reasonable. I guess I could have more go for the throats as well. Respect some of their creatures more. But I do have 3 Unleash. I have 2 Lithomantic. 2 Tear Asunder. I have like, this kills a creature, this kills a creature. Okay, I'll play 1 go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm learning the deck, I'm learning how to do everything. This build is like fresh out of the oven. This is literally my first game with this deck. I think I got to a pretty reasonable deck list. But yeah, of course, still in the progress of figuring everything out. Unfortunately, I have to keep this hand. It's not great, but you know, I'm not mulliganing to 5. Thinking about... I like all the green cards, but I don't have green mana. Thinking about Sheoldred or maybe Tear Asunder. Those 2 are sort of the weakest cards here. If I would know I'd draw green, I think I just bottom the Sheoldred. Sheoldred could also just be an easy window if they don't have a spot removal. Nah, I think I'm bottoming Sheoldred. I just hope I find a green soonish. I have the blood token to cycle. Duress, okay, go ahead. I mean, Duress used to be pretty good against these decks, but that was before, when we still had Invoke and Babel and Bankbuster, all great targets that a deck like this would play. But now you don't have that many Duress targets anymore, I would think. But I guess, I don't know. Like that makes me think they cut removal though, because what else? What else would you cut for the rest? Like the creature and enchantment shell and... ah, that's interesting. I think I have to just play Curve though. I wish this would be an untapped one. Yeah, so they probably cut some removal. They also lost against my Planeswalkers last game. So maybe they were just like, can get rid of some of these late on arms. In which case, my creatures would be a lot better. Emperor gone. Guardian does not flicker. Sorry, enchantments. It does flicker artifacts though. What would be very nice if I could kill the Guardian and the Restoration at the same time. I hope I can set that up. But they know about Unleash, so they're not gonna run into it with their face. So I probably can't keep it up then. Sheoldred, okay. I think I'm just gonna play Sheoldred here. So now if they play Guardian, flicker this. Sure, they get another Plains, but then I can unleash both, which is gonna be good for me. Yeah, maybe JUND is even the controlling here. I don't even have to be the aggressor because like I have just the better late game cards. I have these Planeswalkers, I have Unleash. I just can shred them to pieces. Like Unleash is sick against mono white. I mean, I remember when we tested for Naples, we also had a JUND deck. Eddie put a lot of time into it, but it just wasn't good enough against Grixis, right? That's why we dismissed it, but it was pretty fun to like destroy the mono white players with Unleashes and Nissas. Okay, so they kill my Sheoldred. Oh, that was a good draw. So now I can just kill this and then could also unleash this and then kill this way and then hit them for free. Or I go for the throat this, attack this for free. It's basically 3 damage saved. Like I give them 3 life if I go with the go for the throat line. But I don't know. Go for the throat is also cheaper, so if they really only have Guardian, they don't draw an artifact or enchantment, it's obviously better to use Unleash here, deal them 3 more, and then have like, if I draw a land, I can go for the throat Miklos next turn. But if they draw an enchantment, it's obviously much better if I keep the Unleash. But how many do they have in that deck? A lot, right? The way I lose this game is if they draw an enchantment, I think. So I'm gonna kill this and play a little slower. Of course, giving them less draw steps is also nice. Not sure. That was an interesting spot. I do have down the line answers to enchantments as well. Wait until turn 6 to play it and instantly activate the last ability. You don't want to just throw it out there to have it be killed by something? Okay, I got rewarded for not playing my Unleash. Yeah, they can't really play Guardian here. They decided against doing that smartly. Now I could actually play Miklos. Put my opponent under the gun. They jump block with the 1/1 here. I can't even kill the vetting anymore. That's gonna make my play simple. Then I'm gonna, yeah, they're gonna do that. Okay, then I'm gonna just play Miklos. And my opponent kind of has to draw. Could not play the land, by the way. I don't know if I could cycle it into the blood. Maybe I should play the land though. Like I have Nissa in my deck. I need double green. Okay. A sweeper here would be amazing for my opponent. Another vetting. Interesting. I'm just gonna use some counters on Miklos, I think. I'm not gonna cycle my land. So free all counters. Then I give Vigilance and Menace. They can double block here, I guess. Or I could just blow up one of these, kill that, or the other one, and use Miklos next turn. Not sure. I think I'm fine if they trade these here. Yeah, I'm just gonna use Miklos. Double blocking there? That doesn't make any sense. Can someone explain why? Why wouldn't you? What? Just to prevent damage? It's like, huh? No, 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 no. I guess what I should have done, maybe I should have played my land first. In case they double block here, I can punish them by blowing 1/1/1 up, and that's maybe what I should have done, yeah. Well, I can also just leave this up, right? I just pass. Yeah. Then destroy the vetting. Reliquary doing some work. Much better than just a normal land, a land that you can actually cycle in the late game. Opponent has great top decks, Breach or something like that. Planeswalkers, Emperor. But I also have good top decks. I have like all these Planeswalkers in my deck. Okay, that's just a free. So now they're gonna develop into the Unleash, which makes me very happy. Yeah, I'm just out controlling them. It feels nice to play JUND against mono white. It's like so many crazy good cards. And yeah, now I'm just gonna shoot the angel. Destroy the vetting. We're good to go. I could give this vigilance. Why not, I guess. Also, I wouldn't mind if it dies though, because I have another one in hand. Miklos is just a hell of a free drop. Hell of a card. Yeah, but maybe playing less legends is good. Because drawing them on multiples is kind of tough. Oh, they have Adeline in their deck? Oh, no, they're just dead. Alright, kind of confirming my theory that, you know, JUND is pretty good against mono white. And there's lots of like white-based decks right now in the format, so I think JUND is in a good spot these days. Alrighty, play first, yes. Yeah, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Imagine this would be a slow land. This hand would be so much worse, but it's the perfect hand. Tap land, Blackcleave, slow land. Boom. Perfect mana. Nice. And perfect curve. I just hit 2 more lands and we can go 2, 3, 4, 5. Glissa, Jetmia's Garden. Alright, lots of white decks these days, which makes green just so nice. Green is just... it's a nice counterplay against the white stuff. Ooh. Spicy. Ah, yeah. Oh. It's a... let's see a swamp. Thinking about drag to the bottom. You just play a Glissa. The Liliana doesn't look all that great against this 1/1 token. The Glissa could connect next turn, especially if my opponent thinks their 1/1 is going to survive. Which we can kill the 1/1 next turn. But yeah, I mean, they might already have Leyline Binding at the ready. But again, I mean, I think JUND, with all the enchantment removal, is going to be kind of nice against like this Leyline Binding stuff. And yeah, we'll see if we can beat an Atraxa later in the game. If they're playing Briefcase, they surely are on like a more mid-rangey version of Domain, not on like Invasion of Zendikar, is what I would think. I like the Briefcase. It does kind of like everything you want to be doing in that deck. It's a bit low impact at times, but it does ramp you when you need to be ramped. Yeah, now it's just Lily minus. It does ramp you when you need to be ramped, and it does draw cards in the late game. So it's like a flexible, mid-rangey, perfect. Yeah, just does a lot for this deck. It's kind of nice. It's just nice. Okay. I guess they're gonna binding my Glissa maybe. Okay, sure, that's fine. They do have 1 mana binding already, which is pretty good for them. I would like to draw a card. I mean, if Glissa connects, it's just... it becomes really good. Like 3/3, first strike, death touch, continuously draws cards. It's just like, absurd. But of course, it's bad against removal. Like you play a free drop. Okay, I just give up. Just didn't have any answers. Clunky hand. I don't know. Wow. Cool. Yeah, cut down. Definitely not. The 2-drops I like. I think Luca might not be that good. Sheoldred, I'm not so sure about. Lily, I mean, Lily should be okay against a deck like this. Let's see what we bring in. We bring in 2 Cruelties. Sorin should be good. The rest should be good. Nissa and Unleash and even Tear Asunder. Honestly, probably just don't need any of these Go for the Throats. It's so nice now. You're sort of relieved from playing Go for the Throat against all these decks because they don't play Goblin, Shaman, Fable anymore. You don't have to have that early removal. You just like put it all in the sideboard and play these more clunky effects and don't get punished by the stupid Goblin. Listen to my happiness. Yeah, what else? I'm clunking a bit up with this deck now. Like I have a lot of high CMC cards. It's 6 5-drops. I guess this is a 4-drop, but still, that's 5 4-drops. Sorry, 8 4-drops, 5 5-drops. It's a lot. We're gonna have to trim some of these. I think either Luca or Sheoldred has to go. I think I don't like the Sheoldred too much. And then maybe 1 Lily. I don't know. I think Lily is fine. It's not good against Briefcase, but otherwise it's kind of okay. I think it's gonna kill some of the bigger stuff. I don't know. I'll cut a Lily. All right. Could also see trimming another Legend. They're so good. Like if they survive, you know, especially Glissa. Miglos maybe is just a 2-off. Also Miglos just like, again, against the deck with Leyline Binding and stuff, seems pretty good. Okay. That's a awfully weird mana. Not all colors. And triple, like tapland star. This is exactly what I don't want to have. One mulligans. I think I can do better than this. Yeah, I like this more. I think I'm just gonna ditch the Nissa. Could also see ditching the Charm. Jealous. I would love to play Ziatora's Proving Ground turn 1. Okay, my opponent just misses land drops. Go with Harvester. They must have kept like yeah, okay, let's just give up. Must have kept the 1 land of Herd Migration and we're just not down for it. JUND too good. People conceding on turn 2. Bloodtithe Harvester still strong, huh? Play first. Yeah, I can deal with this. I might not play the Ziatora actually. I think I will. I need double black and all my other lands, like one of my other lands would make black. I'd probably keep it in hand here, but they don't, so I'll play it. Yeah, that blue-white deck, huh? Everybody's playing it. I might just be mana efficient and kill this farmhand. I don't think my cutdown is gonna have any other targets anyways. Get the Glissa out. Maybe it's just a black-white deck again, who knows. Mono-white's certainly popular, which is good for the JUND deck. Okay, it's blue-white. No, nothing? Soul Petition? Soul Petition, huh? Yeah. Alright. Miklos is pretty poor against Wandering Emperor, not gonna lie. Any free drop that just like has no value. I mean, both Glissa and Miklos are pretty. I guess Miklos I can give Vigilance actually. I'm just realizing. Okay. Guess that's what I'm gonna do. And what else? Lily Plus or Bloodtithe? Bloodtithe is not great against Sweeper. Lily Plus is like, what am I even discarding? The Miklos, I guess. They have 6 cards in hand. Yeah, I don't know. Tough spot. I think I'll go with the Lily. Make disappear. Interesting. Could have played this in a lot of different ways. Tough. Tough playing against control. I always try to be smart and play around stuff. But there and then I played around, you know, Sunfall. I played around Memory Deluge and all that, and then ran into Make Disappear. It's just classic. It's like, yeah, play around this and that. And don't play around that, they have that. Okay, GG. Yeah. Like, I could have played the Lily first and then activate the Miklos. Then they can't Make Disappear me. Now I'm kind of in a spot where I think I can't allow myself to play around Sunfall anymore. I just have to deploy more creatures. And if they have Sunfall, they have Sunfall, you know? Okay, that's not that impressive. Huh. Oh, they don't seem to have anything. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna pump this. Play Harvester. Oh, they have another Make Disappear, huh? So again, I could have played the Harvester first. Oh, they don't want to play the Make Disappear? Interesting. What's going on? Okay, they have Sunfall then. They have Sunfall. They're gonna Sunfall me now. Yeah. Okay. Get a 2/2. Then I play Sheoldred, I guess. Oh, they have Wanderer. It's not that good here. Oh, that's not good at all, actually. Huh. Makes me think they don't have more sweepers. Right? Like, or maybe they have more Eternal Wanderer. They go to 4. Just thinking if I should play both my threats. One threat might not be enough. I think I play both. On the other hand, they didn't have Emperor the turn prior. What do they have? Maybe just more sweepers. But they would have played Sunfall last turn, so they can't have Sunfall. The worst they can do is have more Wanderer, which I still get to keep a creature. If they have Wanderer, so I'm okay with Wanderer. Alright, we got game 1. Game 1 is the tough one. Like, game 1 without any duress. That's the one, don't feel great, but got it nonetheless. Opponent just didn't have the answers. Okay, what do we cut? Go for the throat and cut down. So they have no enchantments, right? So Unleash is not particularly good. Lithomantic's good. Sorin, Duress, Nissa, Tear Asunder, Cruelty. I think Cruelty is pretty good. They play a lot of Planeswalkers. And Nissa is just a big game-winning threat. Yeah. So what do I not want? Sheoldred, because it just walks into a sweeper pretty badly. think Miklos, I can also just like cut 1/1. Something like this seems fine. My Planeswalkers are really good. Yeah, Seed Shark might be in the deck, but we still have plenty of answers. You know, we have like a lot of removal still. Seems good. Sheoldred, the 5-mana one, can kill a Planeswalker. Because they don't really play any other... Ah, no, they have Farmhand. Ooh. Yeah, Farmhand is weird. Farmhand makes my Sheoldred kind of bad, and it makes my Liliana worse. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Yeah, and this is the type of matchup where Soul Petition, you know, it's not that great because it's going to be pretty grindy, and my opponent would rather have an answer that actually kills the thing. And Soul Petition really is like Fateful Absence in a way. Giving them the card back, but it costs 2 more, or giving them a clue. Feels so similar. The one unfortunate thing is that this deck doesn't have manlands. Like, that would really help against my opponent, of course. Against any control opponent. Manlands. There's the Farmhand. I guess Wayfinder and Lily is a bit of a combo. I can play Lily plus discard land. Say Wayfinder. Wayfinder is certainly a card you want to have out early. Scrap Gorger might be reasonable in that slot as well. I think this deck has to play 4-1 Emperor. Emperor is just so good. Especially, like, Emperor is the best card in this matchup. Like, it's gotta be. What do I do here? They have conveniently make disappear up. I think I just played a Lily. They have to make disappear to have it, you know. Didn't use it. They did have it. Interesting. We're just gonna make them sack a thing. Even without Fable, this card is just exceptional. It's a... It's oh wow, that's so bad for them. It's hard hitting, you know, it has the blood token, you can cycle, it's great against creature deck, it's solid against control decks, the card just does everything. These just snap resolved last turn, so it's like, okay, they don't have make disappear, I guess. But I suppose I was wrong. Now they have some instant. Did they draw Emperor? No. Okay. What am I doing here? Just play Lily, right? I don't want to commit anything to the board. Just discard the barrage. Destroy evil, yep. Another Soul Petition. Just awful. Ah, Emperor. They didn't want to play it, huh? To kill one of these Harvesters? Interesting. I don't know about that, but okay. Oh, they have a Sweeper in hand. Okay. That's fine. We can play Sheoldred, kill the Emperor. They really wanted to wait with that. Okay. Alright. Sheoldred looking pretty great here. Just gonna kill the Planeswalker cleanly. And my hand is loaded while they're empty-handed. Nice. And I'm gonna kill a creature of theirs. They have 7 cards. This needs 8 in the graveyard to flip. Okay. Yeah, you're down to a Samurai. I have a Sheoldred, a Planeswalker, 2 powerful cards in hand. A farmhand. Adorable. Okay. Play that, sure. Sheoldred. I guess I'll just kill a creature. If they sack this, I can flip this if I want to. I don't think I want to flip it though. Do I? No, I don't think so. I'm just playing Nissa. It's the safest against like a top deck sweeper. Hey, JUND feels good. I mean, it does play a lot of powerful cards. Of course, I would want to have Fable, but nonetheless, yeah, I mean, the deck has still so much power in it. Play first. Okay, yeah, I can work with this. I think in this hand I keep the Proving Ground. I have all my colors. Oh, alright, okay. Let's see how this matchup goes. Love to have Meagloss. And Sheoldred, of course. Our hand is not that great yet. But we can draw them. We can draw them. Okay, looks like they have Lightning Strike or something. No. They just don't want to trade from Underdog. Okay. Doo-doo. Keeping a 5 land, not drawing 2 lands immediately is certainly rough. Rough fate. But I think that hand was a keep. Okay, I see what's going on. Could technically kill the etching. My Underdog would stay in the graveyard. This way my Underdog gets exiled. I think I don't have the luxury to do so. What would be a sick draw if I draw an Unleash the Inferno? Then I can kill the etchings plus a creature. What? The Kumano goes face, this goes there? Why wouldn't both go there? What the heck? What? How does that even make sense? In what world? I don't understand. Opponent is on some super next level stuff. I would love to understand, but I do not. So if I get to play Meagloss with the 2/2 up, that should be pretty safe. So I could wait with Meagloss for a turn. Like 6+ threatening to have a 6/6 is kind of awesome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Super confused by their line here. Like, what the heck? Maybe they misclicked or something? It just doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't understand it. Like, even if you have that, you want to shoot my face to get the scry, don't you? There's some next level stuff that doesn't seem like it makes sense. I mean, nice 2-for-1, sort of. Okay. Not the best card here. Clunky removal, essentially. Now, my deck is certainly not built in mind with mono red. I hope that it accidentally is also fine against mono red. Famous last words. I suppose we'll see. Everybody, huh? I think I try blocking this. If they shoot face, I take 5, go to 3. Yeah, I mean, if they have enough burn, I'm just gonna burn out here. Oh, wow. Main deck, huh? Okay. Well, in that case, I should have blocked the 3/3. I was playing around Lightning Strike, blocking the 2/2. Glissa. So killing this would leave the Vraska at 4 loyalty. That's actually a lot. If I have this is a good blocker too. Huh. I think I'm gonna play Vraska though. I mean, they have 2 cards left. I don't think I'm surviving this game. I need like Sheoldred. Probably want Duress. They have a lot of non-creatures. I'll probably bring in Duress in this matchup. So I have like clunky Planeswalker stuff I can take out. They missed land drops, so we know they have spells in hand. Maybe just a Bloodthirsty? No. A Raptor. Oh wow. It does also kill Planeswalkers. That's rude. Deals Planeswalkers or battles. Man, they got to deal me 4 and kill my Planeswalker. How insane is that? That's like the worst card ever to... Like, that's literally the worst card I could see in that spot, probably. I guess the worst card would probably kill me, like a Bloodthirsty Adversary flashbacking. No, they don't even have Lightning Strike, so... whatever, they could have flashback, play with fire, and killed me. Okay, that was rough. Alright. This goes, this goes, that's for sure. Unleash probably good. Sorin has lifelink at least. Really don't have any sideboard options, huh? Tear Asunder is not very good. This is not good. This is not good. Both my removal options just don't do nothing in this matchup, huh? Yeah, no, my deck is not built with mono red in mind. I should maybe respect it more. Just praying to have Sheoldred when they play Nahiri's Warcrafting main deck is probably not good enough. Still kind of funny that people decide to play mono red while Esper Legends is a deck in the format. It's like, seems kind of mindless. Sorin makes a lifelinker. Maybe it's good enough. Not sure how good Unleash actually is, because if they don't draw a Kumano, it's like a super clunky removal. I think Liliana is okay. On the play, at least. I need Niglos into Sheoldred. I mean, that's gotta be a curve that they have a tough time dealing with, right? I guess mono red these days just plays 4 Warcrafting and can even deal with those easily. I don't know, maybe. Hand's not great, but I'm gonna keep it. Like, I have cut down into Lily, it's gonna be okay. And then if I draw a green, I have other stuff. Opponent would need 5. Probably have an easy game ahead of us. Monastery Sweatspear. Harvester, sure. Be mana efficient. Don't want to cut down this anyways. Like, there's even 3 drops cut down hits against mono red. Oh, that's annoying. That's okay. Probably a fine turn to get Lily down.
Something suspicious is going on. One of your friends has to leave.
Any haste that kills the Lily. Oh, that, or that. Yeah, a lot of ways to kill Lily. That's okay. I mean,
I'll take my zombies and leave.
You know what's really annoying is that if they play like a 2/2, it turns to a 3/3 and I won't be able to kill it. So I think at this point I try to cycle. Okay, nice, perfect. So now they either, yeah, this is perfect. Like, now they have to kill Glissa, and in that case they can't deploy a creature. Or if they deploy a creature, I have a Glissa on board. Alright. That's gonna be okay, I assume. My opponent doesn't even have double red right now. Oh. That one hurts a little. Alright, I'll just pass. Sokenzan can actually... it deals some damage too, that's funny. Not anymore, sadly. Oh, Sokenzan is coming in clutch here, look at this. Look at this. The menace creature being blocked. It's gotta be frustrating for my opponent. But I guess at least they can then deal damage to the Chandra, to the Sheoldred. Kill her, maybe? I don't know. Looks like it. No, they just give up. Alright. Cool. Alright, we got game 2. They're moving it to 5 though. Furnace Punisher, Jesus Christ, that card is a pain. Yeah, that card's big against me. Oof. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I mean, I do have some answers for it. Run it back. What's a good card I could play against the mono red? I guess Parasitic Grasp. I would have to maybe cut like Cruelty of Gix for Parasitic Grasp. There's something better in green that I could play. Workshop War Chief comes to mind. There's this new Frillback card that gains life, I believe. Does it? It's like a new card. It's like multiple green modes, and it destroys enchantment or artifact, exiles cards from graveyards, or gains life, I believe. I'm not entirely sure on that though. Oh, Razorlash Transmogre is also a magic card, huh? I'm gonna let them hit me. I think they have a Furnace Punisher here. And if it's just 1 damage, I don't care. Oh, nothing? What's going on? What's going on in their hand? I think we can play this game where I just keep up my removal and we both don't do anything. That's fine. And I take 1 each turn. That's totally fine by me. I want to keep up the removal instead of playing Miklos to not like have a Rampaging Raptor hit me. Interesting. I think I still don't care about the Swift Spear. I think I could play this though. Probably kill it end of turn. That's fine. No? Huh. Well, I'm just so confused. They must have drawn that, right? Did they wanted to do that for the extra prowess damage? What is their hand? Just so confused. Okay. Playing Miklos with 2 mana up should be pretty safe. Sure. I'm gonna crack the blood. The question is, do I second this or do I second one of these Unleashes? Unleash looks pretty weird here. Boseiju. Sheoldred. This way they can kill one of them if they have Nahiri's Warcrafting, but not like only one of them, you know? So, and I'm gaining advantage on the board, and if they don't have Warcrafting, they're just gonna lose the game on the spot, essentially. Actually playing this, I want to keep the Cycle Land in hand. So yeah, they're probably gonna kill the Sheoldred here, but Miklos is gonna kill them. Five cards in hand, I mean, must be like Warcrafting. I would assume like 1 or 2 Raptors. Maybe 2 Warcrafting even. Yeah, it makes somewhat sense if you have 2 Warcrafting to kill that first. It's true. This way they can sort of gain traction again. Maybe I was never meant to expose my Miklos like that. Because Miklos, like, I think it's unkillable. But I always keep up 2 mana, you know? Yeah, maybe that was wrong. Now they kill this, and then I could theoretically lose the late game if they have, like, a bunch of, I don't know, high-end cards. It's pretty... Yeah, okay. I was impatient there. I think. Okay, they have to use at least 2 removals. That's somewhat good news for me. Means they're less likely to kill me. Like, less likely to outgrind me. Now we have 2 removals, they have Foundry and 2 cards left. I can actually, if they activate Foundry, and then have a creature in play, I can destroy the Foundry and the creature with Unleash. It's kind of cool. Hopefully I can set that up. Alright, that's gonna die to a Go for the Throat. Duress. Hopefully it hits something. Doesn't. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose this. Oh, I'm gonna lose this because I did not leave my Miklos mana open. Ah, man. That's frustrating. Oh, that's so frustrating, not gonna lie. And drawing Duress right in the wrong moment is so freaking sad. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna lose this against Mire in the late game. I can't believe it. Ah, I messed it up with the Miklos. Made 1 mistake, I think. Did I make any other mistakes this game? Oh, I played this so fine, but then the Miklos. Arne, why did you do that? That's so sad. That's so frustrating. Ah, is that frustrating to me? The Furnace Punisher actually kills me quicker, so kill that. Man, that's such a frustrating way to lose. If I had the Miklos around, like, I'm just getting outvalued by mono red. I mean, I drew less. Okay, that's Miklos, but is it too late to the party? It can deal them 8. It can deal them 8. So I can attack with 2. Okay. No, man, what a frustrating way to lose. It's like in such a good position, but I got too greedy. I was like, oh yeah, I could play Sheoldred even if they have 1 removal. But yeah, they just kill the Miklos and then they kill the Sheoldred. Oh, that was frustrating. Alright, but we learned our lesson. Don't let, if you're in that position, which is a rare position to be in, where like the JUND player is the aggro player and the mono red player is the control player, which is a very weird position, but it can sometimes happen. So if that ever happens again to me or you, if you play the deck, don't do what I did. Don't let your Miklos ever get killed by a 5 damage spell. And you are good to go. Pretty simple. But yeah, this deck could have a little bit of an improvement against mono red. Clearly, we are not best prepared in that matchup. Okay, talking about mono red. Here it is again. Let's see. We have again a pretty bad card for the matchup. And the format is kind of wide. We have like these mid-range decks, we have control, we have mono red, we have Esper Legends. It's tough to build your main deck to be good against everybody. It's kind of impossible, to be honest. Alright. It costs 2 mana to activate. Okay, I guess I kill this. And play Glissa. I don't know what it is. I always hate losing against mono red. Stop being so emotional about it, Arne. You big baby. What is it? It's just a deck like any other deck. Just, I don't know, I just feel like I'm getting cheesed out or something. Looks like they don't have an answer for Glissa, which is pretty great for me. So now they're kind of in chump block mode. So if they let her go, I can just destroy the etching, which I think is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I mean, if Glissa lives, it's just insane. They drew a removal. Looks like it. They did! Damn it. No. Maybe we can find a cut down here, then I'd rather use that. To be fair though, I should have done it with the trigger on the oh no. I was about to say I should have done it with the trigger on the stack. Shit. Another mistake. Another misstep. I hate doing mistakes against moderate, especially in every single... Like now I can't cut down because they're gonna have play with fire. They already kinda showed me that they have some instant, and I think it has to be play with fire. All the other cards, you know, they couldn't have had. Oh man, this is frustrating. So yeah, so they have play with fire, so I can't cut down. I did another mistake. I need to let the PREYS trigger be on the stack, then sack the blood. And using the Go for the Throat could really majorly cost me, because if I use that here... Come in, use your play with fire, they don't. If I use that, then they play it like a raptor or, you know, whatever, and then kill me with that, and I lose. I hate everything about this. It's so awful. I'm in a bad mindset right now, I'm not gonna lie. If I play this Vraska, they have some sort of haster. It's only at 5 loyalty. I think I'll wait. Just cut down the Phoenix chick. Let them play their big creature and then play Vraska, kill the big creature. Okay. Now I'm confused. Now I'm just gonna start drawing cards. Maybe Vraska is just not a particularly good card. Maybe I shouldn't play that card. Are they gonna shoot her with lightning strikes? Sure. If you have double lightning strike, oh, play with fire in my face. That's, you gotta be consistent. Either you go face or you go Vraska. Okay, well. My luck that my opponent doesn't know what to do, I guess. Although they might have a raptor here, or like, then they can just haste down Vraska. No, okay. Okay. Well. Alright. Are we getting outgrinded by Monored again? This just can't keep happening. This can't be real.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Great. They have a land in hand, right? Guess I could have played this Lily and then play my land and plus. Okay, well. Yeah, they're gonna good. Okay, this worked out pretty well for me. Imagine if I had played this Lily, that would have been bad. Real bad.
Enough with the mysteries. Off you go.
I'm not gonna blitz this thing. I could draw one card, but then it's forever in the graveyard, which is not optimal. Aww. Kumano, man. Why does it do all these things? As a 1-drop, like, why does it do all of that? Keep this in hand for Bloodtithe to psych with the token. Okay, that's gonna flip immediately. They drew a burn spell or something. Probably a burn spell. Yeah, I'm just gonna Sheoldred here, even though it can't kill something right now. I guess I play this in case I draw a 4-drop. Gonna burn something? Lightning strike my face, yep. Could easily lose this game. Now they have plenty of top decks now to kill me. That's one of them. Can't believe I'm losing on like turn 12 against Mono Red. That is not supposed to happen. But I guess that happens when you don't run 4 Fables anymore that just cycle your lands away. So you just flood out all of a sudden. Because like most of your lands don't do shit. You have only 7 lands that do actually something. All the other lands just make mana. What a frustrating. We have a lot of good draws, but we just... Even Bloodtithe, that at least can still cycle, you know? I guess my high end is not enough. Man, I can't believe I lost that game. It's so frustrating. Maybe you need high end? Like, I'm just getting outgrinded by Mono Red? Is this real? Is this really happening? Do I need Nissa to win against Mono Red? Do I need Luca? I'm on tilt. I really am. I can't believe I'm losing on turn 12 against Mono Red. It's so frustrating. I think I found a really good deck, and that, like, I guess I'm happy with the deck, and then I get paired against Mono Red and I just keep losing. I'm like, really? It's disappointing. I guess I haven't found the best deck. Just losing against Mono Red? Or is this just random RNG that I'm folding to? I don't know. Is Mono Red just good against removal and big creatures and like Sheoldred? Is that a good matchup for Mono Red? On paper, it doesn't look like one. Maybe I should deploy a creature first, but if I deploy a creature and they go removal on the creature, they deal me more damage, which I don't love. Okay, this is like super good for me, because now they wasted the entire turn to kill my Lily. I basically time walked them and killed their 1-drop, which is just all I wanted, honestly. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna play Glissa, because again I want to play around Warcrafting a little bit with the Miklos if I can. Kumano is fine. They must have a lightning strike, right? No? Wow. I wonder if I would even play the Kumano, like, I'm gonna blow it up. Okay, so now they clearly don't have any removal, so I can just play Miklos safely. And yeah, at this point this game's over, right? Like, my card quality is through the roof right now on the board state. Yeah. Phyrexian all will be one. Just had some incredible rares in this set. Okay, another easy game, but now let's see. Yeah, I'm keeping the big stuff. I don't want to have the rest in my deck. If the games go so long, so like we had 2 games against Mono Red now already that went like until turn 10. The rest bad top deck. Only good cards in my deck. On some high end like Nissa and Luca. I think in the previous match I had minus Luca, minus Nissa, +2 duress. Here I'm not gonna do that. I don't know if it's correct, but I feel like you need more high end to just like finish them. They can just kill your creatures. I think I'm alright with this. Like, there's the ring, okay. Kumano turn 1. I just need one more land. I can play double Glissa. I have to go for the throat. 50. Oh, they kept the 1-lander. Against the 1-lander, I might want to play this. If they play land, Lightning Strike the Wayfinder, I go to 5. I take 5. I think it's safer to just kill the Swifty. Okay. So go to 14, play Glissa. I'm gonna get my revenge, huh? But it feels a little, you know, like if they're missing land drops, it feels a little like cheating, winning against mono red. I kind of want to draw a card, not gonna lie, but going up the etching is good too. I think I just draw a card with the Harvester. Then this is important to do in your main phase, because you could hit like one of the one of the fast lands would be tapped, or the Proving Grounds. 8. Alright, I guess I'll... I wonder if I should draw a card here. Probably not. 1 life is important. Certainly lose this game. At 11, they take 8. This deal deals them 2 more. Now block this. Take 2, go to 6. Yeah, I don't have him in 1 turn. So they can... What did I find? Play with Fire and Furnace. Yeah. Play with Fire in my face. Can't gain any life immediately. Top a card. Sheoldred at this point is just a bad play. I can't even play Sheoldred here. Oh, what I could have done is I could have played Sheoldred, attack, take 1, and then go up to 6 life. No, go up to 5. But then I'll still lose against like Lightning Strike. Oh man, this is just frustrating. I really shouldn't have lost that first game. Or I should play like Malicious Malfunction maybe. Malicious Malfunction also doesn't kill any of my... If I play Malicious Malfunction over Glistening Deluge, I have a pretty decent sideboard card against mono red. Yeah, I think that's the change that I'm going to suggest. Cut the Glistening Deluge for Malicious Malfunction. Wow. So I guess they topped Play with Fire. And we had the removal for the chick, and that was enough. That's amazing. I really didn't think I would win against these 3 cards here in this spot. I already had myself lost. Okay, some redemption, I guess. I mean, the matchup is closer than I wanted it to be. I guess really just shows that if you don't come with much life gain, which we don't, this matchup becomes a little difficult. So you could improve it with making that change that I just suggested, or you could play, I don't know, Parasitic Grasp, of course, or you could play Graveyard Trespasser. Yeah, that's JUND midrange. I really like the deck, honestly. I think it is in a good spot. I'm not so sure on these 2 drops. Both Underdog and Wayfinder are a little underwhelming. Besides Bloodtithe, you know, the Bloodtithe is high. Like, this card is just excellent. So, You could play more removal. Like you play some raids, I guess. Sheoldred's Edict. I don't know. Yeah. I like Glissa. I like Miklos. They look strong. Sheoldred is of course a house. And then the Planeswalkers. Yes. So about the Esper Legends matchup, by the way, I think that should be okay for you, right? Like Glissa is a must kill. Sheoldred is a must kill. Miklos dominates the early board, like Talias and stuff. Denix. Don't get through this thing, and then you have 4 go for the throat, 4 cut down. Should be fine. I don't know. I haven't played against Esper Legends with this deck yet. And then you have Lithomantic in the sideboard. We have to see. Interesting, definitely. Standard seems to be all over the place, and you know, diversity is cool. Allows you to play lots of strategies, whatever you may like. So that's awesome. All right, guys, that is it for this video, though. Thank you for watching as always, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.